What Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl at 89 of Nerdigans again. This live stream is going to cover the good, the bad, and the ugly of Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War. Part 2, The Separation, Episode 9, aka Episode 22. But, of course, there's been some interesting developments since I covered the episode. But before I get into this, let me and my little soul-reaping kitty up in here just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking, so me and my little adorable kitty up in here can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, live streams like this one, and of course live reactions for Bleach and other anime and manga content. Feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below. So, well, let's get to the major developments that have happened since I did my live reaction. So I said in my live reaction, I thought something was sus in regards to a couple of scenes, like key scenes in regards to our wonderful trap, Giselle. And it turns out we were right. Yep, they were censored. And according to James Hansen, not only were they censored, apparently Viz went as far as having the Seiryu record a separate version for international viewers. I'm dead serious. So based on, what was it? There was two different versions, obviously. It was for when, oh God, it was for the semen line in chapter 588. And it was for when Giselle said that he was so wet. Yeah, and Yumachika said that, don't you mean hard? Yep. Viz censored them and changed the lines and had the Seiryu record separate tracks for them. I'm dead serious. And you know what? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised when Viz went as far to do it. I know people are going to say, well, what about Disney? I don't know where Disney fits into this. That's the problem. I don't know. But I'm really irritated with Disney to an extent because I covered this too on my channel. Disney said when they were getting into anime, Disney said that they were not going to have any censored content sent out to international viewers. They were going to keep everything uncensored. Well, it doesn't seem like that's the case, is it? Nope. And that really irritates the hell out of me. And according to several other users that have read the Viz version, I never read the Viz version of the manga. No. All the chapters I covered of Bleach, and this was when I first started manga tubing, were never of the Viz editions. There's many, God, this is just another reason why I can't stand covering Viz editions of manga. I can't. And Viz says they have what? Editors with, what do they tell me? Like over 200 years of experience? My ass. But that's a whole different thing. But back to Disney. Disney just gives Viz the footage. I don't know what they're doing in terms of quality control, but that's a huge problem. Viz has no quality control based on my interactions with their PR. They got none at all. Both suck regardless. Well, the thing is with the one that James released, the uncensored one, it was spot on to the colored edition of the manga. So the semen line was there and the wet and hard line was there. So it's good to know that at least the Japanese version was true and stay true to the manga at least. But in terms of the episode itself, oh, I have other reasons why I'm very much annoyed with the episode. But now it has me wondering, because of the censorship that we saw with Giselle's content, and let's be real, I think James would have posted it if it were the case. I'll have to ask. I'll have to ask him. But there was more content that was cut, and now I have to wonder, damn, how much content is being cut for international viewers? Because let me pull this up. The chapters that were cut, or not cut, the chapters that were adapted were chapters 587 through 591. And there was quite a bit of content cut. Some of it you can make the argument that it was because of the Japanese broadcast regulations, like the Orihime and Yorichi content. That you can make the argument that's like, okay, that could be Japanese broadcast regulations. But some of the other stuff is just like a huge what the fuck. Let me pull up my thread because I'm being smarter about this and having my threads, doing Twitter threads on content that was skipped. So in chapter 587, this has been a problem in Bleach, Thousand Year Blood Wars anime. They cut out a good chunk of the comedy. Like they cut out when Chad threw Ichigo into a building. I just was like, why would you cut that? That's comedy. Why would you cut the comedy? And I said in my live reaction too, even prior to that, when Uryu left, I kind of wish we had Bach, kind of reiterate that, yeah, this is goodbye forever, to like emphasize, the seriousness of this. But not having the comedy there sucks. And this was the line here too, after Chad, before Chad threw him, we had the line from Orihime that was skipped or changed. Oh God, I really want to know if Viz freaking just censored it now. Because what Orihime said in the manga, instead of just whatever she said, what was it? That she hoped they didn't hit, none of the rubble hit their head. She was supposed to say, oopsie, he blasted us off the Santen Kenshin and all. Shida-kun's pretty amazing, huh? I was no match, or wait, is it the Quincy boss? Quincy boss guy, that's amazing. Why would you change that? Then you get the Chad content where Chad like picks Ichigo up because Ichigo's like really depressed, picks him up and throws him into a building. Why would you just cut that? That makes no sense. The Grimjaw content is later. I think all the Grimjaw content we're going to see is going to be in Core 3. That's my guess. But yeah, that was the main problem I had. Oh, the other thing I thought was really weird, and I don't know if you guys noticed it too, but when they were talking about Uryu and going after him, did you guys notice the Digimon music? That was Digimon music. I was like, wait a minute, when did this become Digimon? I was like, what the hell, Takuchi? Why are you putting Digimon music up in here? It got way too serious for me. I was like, it just, oh God. Yeah, it was very Digimon. It was when they were specifically talking about going after Uryu. It felt very uncharacteristic of Ichigo, at least for me. Oh, kitties. Silly kitties. And then I gotta talk about the Byakuya content because that was sick. I loved how they set up the Byakuya fight. That was off screen. I kind of wish they would have done it maybe a little bit later, but jury's out on that. We'll see how they handle it. But there's an off-screen fight with Byakuya that we don't see the result of until chapter 594, and it's Byakuya, Candace. Versus Candace, Robert, and Nanana. I love that we got the setup for that fight. I'm so happy we got that setup. I really hope that we get to see it. I don't know. Maybe we'll probably get to see it. Will we get to see it next week? Maybe. maybe next week, because that fight, or the results of that fight, came after Giselle's fight. So hopefully we'll get to see it next week. I would love to see that fight. Oh my god, I would love to see it. Especially since in the case of Nanana specifically, he hasn't gotten any screen time at all. Especially since, remember, they cut out his fight against Renji. His fight was completely cut. So at least we'll see him fight Byakuya to make up for that. Then there's okay, then there's the fight with speaking of Renji, the setup with Renji versus Basby. I'm happy that most of the dialogue was there. It was. But man, Basby was looking stiff. Oh, I hated that he was wearing tight pants. They could have been a little looser. But there was one line that was skipped from that dialogue that really bugged me. And that was Renji saying, dude, did you just say my eyebrows are classy? Why would you cut that? Why? Everything else was there, but that line was skipped. Oh, again, like, after seeing the censorship from Viz for Giselle, it's like, I don't know what to think anymore. Is it... Hopefully it was just for the Giselle content. But yeah, this isn't, for those wondering where that was specifically, it was in chapter 588 is where the line's at. But speaking of, that soundtrack for Giselle, when Giselle was fucking with Yumichika and Ikaku, was everything. Oh my god, I loved it so much. It was so fucking stupid. I loved it so much. I loved it so much. But then we got to the outing of Giselle. And then it transitioned to the rock track. I was like, yes! Oh, but god damn it. I hate that it was censored. But people were also saying, again, I don't read the Viz, I never read the Viz localization for Bleach. I'm glad I didn't read the Viz localization for Bleach, because goddamn was it censored. Oh god, I try to. This is why I keep bitching at Shueisha to just freaking have their own localizations for Manga Plus, and to just let Viz have their own botch localizations for their freaking app. I'm getting sick of this crap. Seriously, I'm getting sick of this crap. Because I guess as I said, in Viz's localization for Bleach, they botched this too, with Giselle getting outed. But at least in the original Japanese localization, this didn't happen. They have the original lines where Yumichika does say that you may think you have concealed it, but frankly, you stink of semen. That is in the Japanese version. James Hansen confirmed it, and there's additional comments in the tweet where he confirms it that back that up. Also, in terms of Giselle, I know mofos are pissy about it, and I did a thread about this too on my Twitter. You got quite a few things that back up Giselle not being trans. And I know people are going to be like, well, what about the website, blah, 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 blah. Mofos are using Google Translate, and it's like, oh, it's the same for the other for the confirmed women like Candace and all that. It's like, well, guess what? I double checked with Deep L. Deep L says Giselle is male, and that the rest of the Bambis are female. So yeah, Giselle is not a man, or Giselle is not a trans woman. Giselle is a man. Kubo has said it twice that Giselle is a man, or multiple times Giselle is a man. And I'm going to pull that up right now, because why not? And then we'll get back to the episode, because I don't have much more in there. But I have to bring it up, because it will drive me freaking nuts. And there was another thing that someone brought up too that I definitely need to mention as well. And the other line that was censored in the international release was the and James Hansen did confirm that this was in the Japanese version, was when Giselle said, "That face made me so wet," and Yumachika, the man that he is, said, "Wet? Are you sure you don't mean hard, you utter pervert?" Yeah. "Wait, are you sure you don't mean hard?" was completely cut. And Giselle said, "That face made me so excited." The fuck is wrong with you, Viz? If you want to be convinced, even want to be further convinced not to read Viz localizations, unless you absolutely have to, go see the fuckery that they did to Detective Conan's localization. I fucking hate what they did to that. I would rather wait for a fan translation of Detective Conan with the accurate names instead of their fucking bullshit and English localization anime names. I'm so disgusted by that. I will never ever read a Viz localization of Detective Conan ever again. I might be with Kodansha. I may be annoyed with some things with Kodansha's localizations, like not having the text at the beginning and the end, but at least they get the names right. Stupid, stupid, stupid. But here's the thing with Giselle's stuff here, because it's very important. So back in 2015, and this is at this is in Shonen Jump December 2015's edition of Shonen Jump, and this is at the end of chapter 615. There's a page here that says, "A group of 4 Quincy who crushed many Shinigami. They were even able to hurt Ichigo with a company with great power, and GGZ is actually a guy." And it says that it's translated, the specific character, I think it's Dansei, right? Yeah, Dansei is translated into English as male. And it says specifically here, and I'm so grateful for this. I'm so glad that I found this. It says man, 1, man, 2, male gender, masculinity, and 3, grams masculine. It's not transgender. Kiku, I gotta compare this to Kiku for One Piece. Kiku, it's specifically clear that she is transgender by Oda. I don't know, and yeah, the Yamato discourse came back too. I don't understand why these people can't just fucking get over it. Oda made it clear that Yamato is not trans man. Like, these people are so fucking weird. They're saying because Yamato chose to go into a men's bath, that makes her a trans man. By that logic, if I chose to go into a man's bathroom, because there was no other bathroom to go into, for example, that I'm automatically a man. Like, the fuck is wrong with you people? Seriously, this logic is so stupid. And then in 2022, Kubo told a fan who asked, "Isn't Gigi actually a girl? Is it just it's just like Yumachika said for provocation?" Kubo said that no, Giselle is a man. And even the website flat out said Giselle is a man. And I checked it on DeepL. Giselle is a freaking man. Get the hell over it. And I don't know if you guys have heard about this, and then I'll get back to the episode. Tape had to tell, because you know how mofos have been going after ReZero as well, and trying to trans one of the characters from ReZero. The creator, Tabe, had to go off on these mofos and say, "No, Tabe is not trans. Go away." These people are just so stupid. Oh my God, I can't stand these people. They're almost as, when I say they're almost as bad as, dude, I think they're probably just as bad, maybe even worse than fourth wave feminists. Oh my God, they're horrible. Those people are horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Let me see. Is there anything else I need to confirm that that was skipped? And oh, I do, before I get into the rest of what was skipped, I do want to mention that I did like the additional content that we got for Urahara and and Ichigo and Chad and Orihime, like when they're going to get ready to prep to blast off into to the Soul Palace. I did like that, and I almost forgot to mention the other thing that was near the beginning about the foreshadowing of Ichibei, that everything's going according to his plan. And let's be real, that's one thing that's been great about this core, how everything has been kind of, foreshadowing that how everything is going according to Ichibei's plan, because there's three trolls in this arc. There's Bach, Ichibei, and Aizen, and I love it. I love how this arc or slash core has been really going in and emphasizing that these three characters are the trolls of Thousand Year Blood War. I really do like that a lot. But anyways, oh God, I really want to say Mayuri is a troll too, because God damn it, I fucking love Mayuri. I still don't like how his coat looks, but God damn it, I love Mayuri so freaking much. Mayuri is such an asshole. Oh my God, I love him though. I do. And when the Arrancar showed up, I said this in my live reaction, but God damn, I wish the Arrancar looked a little stiff for me, but they looked okay. I just wish they would have given me more exaggerated poses when they arrived. But God, that interaction between Mayuri and Giselle was everything. Oh my God, it was so good. And the facial expressions for Giselle were giving me so much life. I wish that we had more backgrounds though, because the one for Charlotte though that we got when Charlotte was interacting with Giselle that matched the manga, I wanted more of that. And also Giselle's reaction to Charlotte. Oh my God, that was so everything. But speaking of Charlotte, Charlotte, and also technically earlier in the episode, Renji and Rukia, man, your faces got done dirty. But damn, Charlotte, your face got really fucked. Whoa, his Charlotte looked horrible this episode. Oh my God, Charlotte, you deserve better. You really do. Your face looked horrible, 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 horrible. Oh my God. But the Arrancar, there were some skip lines from the Arrancar. There was some comedy skip from the Arrancar. And this was right after, this was in 591 after Mayuri lit them up. This shit was so funny too. Hold on a second, let me pull it up. You see, I told you would try to kill us. I always said we couldn't trust that lunatic. Why me? I barely even said, oh my God, I haven't been saying anything. Well, they could still talk. That's a surprise. No need to worry, my dears. This won't affect your bodies at all. I'm just electrically shocking the pain centers in your brain directly. You think that's better? At any rate, it's pleasant to find that you have turned out more resilient than I expected. And then he goes into his explanation. But like, why couldn't we get that comedy? I mean, we've gotten some comedy, I will say that, but like, I want more comedy. I want more Bleach comedy. Because something that's been happening, and I've noticed this a lot more since Oda mentioned it in his joint interview with Ayana. Yeah, I'm glad you're noticing it too, Robert. Bleach seems way too serious. This is way too serious. And a lot of anime have been doing this, but Oda said this in his joint interview with Ayama, that and this is why Gear 5 is a significant turning point, and I covered this too a couple of times. That's why Gear 5 is a significant turning point for Bleach, one of the most most significant turning points in One Piece, excuse me. Is that because he felt like One Piece was getting too serious, and he wanted to bring One Piece back to its comedic, goofy roots. And he's noticed a lot of series have lost touch with their gag predecessors, and I feel like Bleach has really lost touch with that, and that is very, very frustrating. No, speaking of gag, I almost forgot the other significant gag that was cut, and that's That's the stuff with Orihime and Yorichi. I don't know why I almost forgot about you because that is really really important. Where are you? I have you in my thread somewhere. I just need to find it. But as I said earlier, the Orihime stuff and Yorichi stuff, that because it's so lewd, I can understand why that might be saved for like the Blu-ray because of broadcast regulations. But yeah, this is in chapter 500 and 89. And this is when they're in the tube, and this is before Yorichi arrives. And Chad asks Ichigo, well, I've been wondering when is the best time to bring this up, but what do you think? Think about what? Ima's clothing. Oh. And Orihime is blushing. Sada kind of, I don't think, what do I think? I mean, I do think it might be a little too revealing, but he thinks I'm a pervert and it shows too much skin. He was creeped out by my exhibition of his clothes this whole time. Why can't we have this? Again, Japanese regulations. It's either that or if it's, dude, I will be furious if this was in the Japanese version and Viz censored it. I will be fucking furious if that is the case. You got it all wrong, Kurosaki-kun. I'm not wearing these clothes because I'm a pervert or anything. This is because because Urahara-san's a liar. I bet it will make Kurosaki-san very happy if you wear this. All right, I'll wear it. Well, I'd be careful with those if I were you. If you try to close them, and this is what Urahara says, I'd be careful with those if I were you. If you try to close them at the front, it all spills out the sides, No. And then Yorichi comes in, hand at the titty. Now no need to start crying. Oh, God, I really wanted Yorichi's erotic entrance. That would have just been amazing. A little too revealing. The hell is that? God, I really hope Yorichi isn't censored when we get her erotic kitty realness. I'll be pissed. You tactless little too revealing. The hell is that, you tactless little moron? You think a pure maiden would wear clothes like this because she wanted to? She's obviously wearing them against her will because she was tricked by some kind of low-life no-good pervert. Yorichi-san, that's really enough, Yorichi-san. And then I think the last part here. Do I have it? No. Oh, here it is. If you're gonna comment on them, you could at least say that looks great on you. Let me take you now, you worthless brat. Please, Yorichi-san, just stop now. My, when I see everyone getting so excited over these clothes, I feel it was worth all the trouble I went to make them. Like, come on. They better be in the Blu-ray. That was completely skipped. I'm telling you, it will probably at least be in the Japanese version of the Blu-ray. If anything, it will be in the Japanese version of the Blu-ray. I don't know if it will be in the international version. Because as I said, I can understand it being censored in Japan for, broadcast regulations purposes, because they've gotten a lot stricter. So I can understand that. But like international wise, outside of some countries, because there's some countries that's like very very like even stricter, where they could just delete the scene. But here in the US, there's no reason for this. It's so weird. It's so weird. Oh. But something I'm really hoping for at some point, and something I'm hoping that the Bleach community is going to do, and it really seems like it's going to happen based on what I've been seeing on social media. I've been seeing that the community seems to be more unified against the trans activists than before. And I'm really happy about that. I don't know if they're as unified as the One Piece community was with the whole thing with Yamato, but it seems like the Bleach community is starting. I think I have to wonder if the whole Yamato incident brought the Bleach community together or what. But I really kind of hope so. But god damn, it's just insane on how delusional these people are. But but yeah, this is just I just can't believe that this censorship is happening. I just can't believe it. Well, you know what? I'm going to say this. I'm going to change it. My statement, amend my statement on this. I can believe the censorship is happening, but I'm more shocked in regards to Biz. I can't believe they went this far. Went as far as to have the Seiryu record a separate track for the set for to censor the Giselle content. Are have activists just like literally hijacked Viz and done this? It really kind of, to me anyway, what it seems like is it seems like well, one, it really does further confirm that there's no quality control over there. They definitely have a freelancer problem. Kodansha does not have this issue. Do I, as I said, I have problems with Kodansha's translation localizations. I do. I don't like some of the choices that they make in terms of these fucking titles. I still reject what they did to Ranger Reject and Goddess Cafe Terrace. I refuse to acknowledge those fucking titles. And trust me, I have tried with working with the Kodansha PR rep to get that changed, and I've still got to try and work with them to see if I can get the text on the first and final pages and the recaps back in the back up in the localizations, because that really irritates the hell out of me. But the thing is with Kodansha though, they at least, the PR rep was able to tell me there's a quality control system in place, that we don't, that if there are problems, we could just let them know what's going on, and they're working on making the system better. If they know that the quality control system is, a work in progress, they're working on fixing it. I get something from Kodansha. Viz, all they told me was that they have like all these editors with like over 200 or 600 years experience. They have nothing. They got nothing. And their shitty localizations show it. That's for sure. Oh my God, it's bad. It's really, really, really bad. But man, I thought it was only manga division where it's bad, but Jesus, the fact that they went this far in the anime, I have to wonder who is translating this anime? Who's in charge of the anime localization? But yeah, Grimjaw does. I'm looking forward to Grimjaw's appearance. Oh my God, I really am. I'm looking forward to the Byakuya fight. I really can't wait to see what Nanana is going to do against Byakuya. That's going to be so awesome. I hope that we actually get to see it. God, now I have to wonder, please tell me, oh God, Viz, if it turns out that Viz cut the Renji fight, the Renji versus Nanana fight, and the Japanese got it and we didn't, I'm going to be fucking furious. I really hope that, I hope that's not the case. I'll be fucking furious if that happens. Oh my God, I will be. But Disney needs to fucking step up and like draw the line here. But the thing is with Disney, and this is what I've heard, and from my friend over at Aniplex, because Disney is working with Aniplex on some content. That I can't tell you which project because of my NDA, but there have been problems with Disney and Aniplex on certain things. But the other thing is, and it's not just that, the other thing is that they haven't really done much with their anime. They haven't been marketing or anything. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if this is based on what I've seen and what people are saying that this is like more Viz than Disney. It doesn't surprise me because Disney doesn't do any marketing. They didn't market. From what my insider told me, they said they didn't even know Heavenly Delusion was coming out. They didn't. They didn't know Tokyo Revengers was coming out. Like barely anyone owns Disney Plus. Any of his again, my friend that's an Aniplex director doesn't they did barely knew any of the anime was coming out. And I did ask him, I'm gonna wait and hear back from him and see if anything like this has ever happened on his end of things with Aniplex. But there's a difference between Aniplex, like Aniplex and IG, and what's the other one, other studio that I know that does in-house. Damn it, I can't think of it off the top of my head. Like Aniplex, for example, does most of their stuff in house. Um, they do their stuff via Aniplex USA. So you don't have to. When it comes to localizations, Aniplex USA does their own thing. With IG, because I know the VP, and I've been in an IG industry panel. So again, this is how I know this. IG does everything in house. They do, and Maki works her freaking ass off to make sure everything is done correctly. So you don't have this issue with any anime coming out of IG. You do not have this problem. So that's it. That's why it's like it's good to know about that. But Viz, it is a hit or miss. You don't know what you're going to get from Viz. As I said with Kodansha, you know what you're getting. Kodansha is pretty spot on when it comes to this kind of stuff. With in terms of manga, like with Manga Plus, the exclusives, you're not going to have these. Well, Manga Plus exclusives depends on who you depends on the translation group. But most of the time, the translation groups are spot on. You don't have to worry about as much fuckery as Viz does, or the stupid shit that Viz does. Oh my god, it's freaking ridiculous. But let me pull up the other thing, and then I'll get into the insanity that's going on with the reeing. Oh my god, the reeing is just is wild. But yeah, James, in regards to the translation changes, yeah, James did, as I said, James said that it's more Viz than Disney because Disney just provides the footage. So that's why I'm like, what is Disney doing then? Is Disney just like letting this shit go? Does Disney not even care what's happening? Part of me is thinking they don't. I know it's weird, but I feel like Netflix, I feel like, cares a little bit more. And if you look at what happened at oh god, what was it? Was it Anime Japan? Yeah, it was Anime Japan. Remember Anime Japan and all the different panels they had? There was nobody watching Disney Plus's. There were panel. There was barely anyone watching Netflix's stuff, but everyone else was getting so many views. And I talked to my Aniplex director friend about this, and it was just insane. Let's see. But God, I'm really hoping that oh God, people, this is just insane. I just can't. But this is the problem with the edited dialogue, and I'm glad people are bringing this up because this is why I got confused too. Because the edited version doesn't tell us how Yumachika made his assumption at all, and it felt less like censorship and more like removing a key piece of the dialogue, which is true. And that's why I'm like, huh, are they trying to make this a gender neutral kind of thing? Are they trying to make it so Yumachika isn't transphobic? What is going on? I just didn't understand. I don't think anyone understands this. Um, let's see. Um, But yeah, now we got to get to the insane people. But I do want to mention my overall thoughts on this episode first. But overall, with this episode, it in terms of the art and animation, it could have been way better, especially with the character designs. Like as I said, not the Sturmer, the Arankar, especially Charlotte had it the worst. Charlotte could have looked so much better. I wanted some JoJo realness with Charlotte, and I didn't get it. And really, and oh god, that face looks so fucking bad. Oh my god. And there were times where Giselle's face looked bad too. Let's be freaking real. But overall, with Giselle's facial expressions, I got what I wanted. I could have gotten a little bit more. Yumachika was everything this episode. I was very pleased with Yumachika, facial expressions and all. But I still wanted more from this. I know that based on what I've been hearing, via the grapevine, this was a rush production. But God, I wanted so much more from this. I did. But God damn it, I really do. I'm saddened that I'm not getting what I want in terms of like the utilization of the backgrounds. But again, this is rush production. This is what we're gonna get because of that. And it really sucks. Goddamn sucks. I wish it wasn't this way. But it is what it is, I guess. But you know what I think is freaking insane, and this is what these people are doing. The ring people are doing is they are. I don't understand why they are citing a fucking Reddit post that a trans person is saying. I guess this is a trans person, from what I gathered, is giving their thoughts on Giselle. They're like, see, this is why Giselle's trans. Blah 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 blah. No, an opinion piece is not solid evidence on why a character is a certain way. No, we have plenty of evidence from the author, Kubo, saying that Giselle is a man. The freaking Bleach website says that Giselle is a man. He is not trans. If Giselle was trans, it would reflect that on the website. If Kubo would have said that Giselle was trans, it would have said this. Why are these people so hell bent on this? Especially for the worst rep. That's another thing. I don't understand why they're so hell bent on claiming the worst fucking rep. They want Bridget, who was groomed, because Bridget is at least in the West, Bridget is trans. In the East, they don't consider him trans. He's still a femboy. They want Bridget. They want Yamato, who if was trans. Yamato's not trans. It's not happening. If Yamato was trans, she would be groomed into a trans person, and then Giselle is a fucking necrophiliac. Why would you want Giselle to be trans? That is stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. I don't understand it. And now I remember the character from ReZero that they've been going after, which is Felix, which Tape has said multiple times, no. Exactly. And these same people are trying to say trap is a slur. Trap is not a slur. It is not. People love traps. I don't get it. If people didn't like traps, then it'd be a whole different story. But no, people like traps. This chapter, this episode / the chapter, Yumachika basically exposed what a trap was. He defined what a trap is. Come on, Yumachika expose a trap. Like Giselle is the embodiment of a trap. I don't understand how hard it is for these people to understand that. But it's mostly Zoomers that are doing this. It's really fucking stupid if you ask me. Oh, God, people are stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Oh, God. They're saying because because an actual trans person is saying that Giselle is trans, that makes her trans or makes him trans. God damn it, stupid! Why are you just because a person is saying that another person is trans because they're trans, or the person themselves is trans? No, that's like me saying that someone is bipolar because I'm bipolar. No, that's not how this shit works. You're fucking stupid for thinking that. I don't understand what your people's problem is. It's not your character. You can have your headcanon all you want. Fine, go have your headcanon all you want. Don't force your headcanon on other people. And don't attack Kubo either. If you attack Kubo, that will be a huge problem. We don't need death threats again. We already had death threats against Oda for when Oda confirmed Yamato wasn't trans. I don't need to see that shit for Kubo. I'm so tired of that crap. God, these people are just high on some copium. It's unbelievable. Like people are saying, this person said logging on just to say that Giselle is trans, and if you disagree, you a bitch for real. And also, these same people are saying we're transphobic because we don't agree with their headcanon. Oh. No, it's not stupid Disney. It's stupid. Well, stupid Disney because they didn't what's the word I'm looking for? They're not overseeing their translations. They're not overseeing their anime. They're not doing it. They're not delivering what they promised. That's a huge problem. Because remember, as I said, they promised the rep for Disney Japan promised this shit was not going to happen, and it did. That's a huge problem, especially for a series like Bleach. If anything, for a series like Bleach, probably the biggest series that Disney owns the rights to, you need to oversee the translations for this. That was a huge mistake for Disney. That was a huge problem. It's a huge problem, Disney. That was stupid. You should have had someone specifically assigned to Bleach to make sure these dumb assholes didn't pull a stunt like this. Because now you're breaching your well, this was in California that they did this. If they announced this shit in California, they would be breaching a verbal contract, which is illegal. You can't do that. I don't know if Japan has that or not. That has any similar laws to that. I doubt it. But in California, if they would have said that here in California, that would have been a breach of a verbal contract. Can't do that. Can't breach. That's why that's why I'm very careful with what I say in terms of like my NDAs and stuff like that, because I have I do NDAs via I do informal NDAs via verbal. Well, technically it's written, but you know what I mean. It still would qualify as kind of like a verbal contract kind of thing. I'm very, very careful. I'm very, very careful. And yeah, and that's how I get that's how I have a lot more connections than I probably should. And I know, dude, I know a lot of shit that's going down. Oh yes, I do. I don't know as much as I would like to know about what's going on with Studio Period, but God, or with Tokyo. But dude, I know some shit about Kodansha. Oh, I know something about Kodansha that I'm not supposed to know. I know before anyone else, but I can't say that one. I have to keep quiet about. But yeah, I'm very curious what you guys think of this whole thing with Giselle. It's just insane. It's just insane that Disney let this happen. It's like Disney doesn't give a fuck about their bit. Well, I'm going to say this about the streaming situation. And I've talked about it before. So here, for those of you that don't know about what's going on in Asia in regards to streaming. So Asia just joined the streaming market in 2020, 2021-ish. And there's been a streaming war between Disney, Netflix. Japan has their own version of Hulu. I think Hulu is I don't think that Hulu is part of Disney like our Hulu is. I think it's still more separate from Disney Hulu, from Disney compared to us. And then there's Amazon, Disney, Netflix, and those are the big three that I know of. Yeah, those are the big three. And they are in a freaking war over there. The streaming wars over there are heating up. And Netflix, the problem, Netflix isn't doing well over there, according to my sources, because remember, Japan streaming just got started over there. So they still have broadcast, they have TV broadcast, and something that Japan doesn't like, and this is according to my Aniplex director friend, they do not like binge viewing. They hate it. That's the one thing they hate is binge viewing. So they don't like it when a studio or a company like Netflix drops all their episodes at once for shows. They like to get, an episode a week kind of thing. So Netflix is very so-so. Amazon, I'm not sure how Amazon is doing over there, but for the most part, streaming is kind of meh right now. But that's what I know. It's a little bit different compared to here. Yeah, it's annoying people who want to change she to she to call. These people are so weird. It is. And if you're a gender non-conforming person, you should be hating these people. You really should, because they want you to conform to gender norms. Hell, with women, they want women to cover up. They don't like short people. They don't like women who look childlike. They don't care that women from other countries are short and don't look like women. Stupid. These people are insane. I don't know who raised these people to believe this crap, but god damn. And I mentioned this before, but I've talked to my mom about this as well, and she's like, I don't know, where are these kids' parents? These kids' parents are just not raising them right. That, and they don't have good. And there's been the debate about cartoons, like modern cartoons, compared to like when we grew up in the 90s and 2000s. Or I'll include the 80s in this discussion as well. And gotta wonder if that programming is dumbing these people down. Yeah, it really seems like it. But something I will say that I am happy about in terms of going back to this episode, I'm happy they're breaking up the marching out the zombies portion of this arc into two parts, because people were speculating that they were just going to rush through all this and do the whole thing in one episode. Thank God they're not. Very happy that is not happening. So yeah, part 2 is going to be, so we stopped at 591. So it's going to probably be 592. So we're going to have the Hitsugaya the zombie Hitsugaya content. Oh god, that's going to be amazing. We're going to have the zombie Hitsugaya content. And I think we're getting, I got a feeling we're going to get the zombie Hitsugaya content, and I feel like we're going to get the Byakuya content next week. Oh, I really hope we get the Byakuya content. Yeah, we should be getting the Hitsugaya content, and get the, we're probably going to get an extended version of the Byakuya fight. Because if we don't get to see Byakuya fight Nanana, Candace and Robert, I'm going to be really pissed, because that setup this episode really had me hyped for that. So I'm hoping we're going to get to see that. We get to see Ichigo go up to the Soul Palace, though. Oh, yeah, we got Pepe, the possibility of seeing Pepe this next week as well. Ooh. Well, we get to see because we haven't seen Pepe that much in this court either. Because they did remember they cut out Pepe um from his scene with oh my god, what's his name? God damn it, I can't remember off the top of my head. This is gonna really piss me off. Hold on, this is why I have this. Yeah, Amazon's being screwed with Rings of Power. Amazon already cut a couple of woke shows. So with A League of Their Own and oh god, there was another one too, but something I'm wondering though as well that's got Disney's going through its own chaotic situation with the strikes. I wonder if maybe Viz took advantage of that. There is that. That is actually an interesting thought. Do you guys think that there is a possibility that Viz took advantage of Disney going through the strikes? Because if Disney wasn't dealing with these strikes, with the WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes, do you think that that this still would have happened? I know in Japan, again, this is via my Aniplex connection, they don't give a shit about the strikes in Japan. They don't. They give no fucks about the strikes. They think they're stupid. I'm dead ass serious. They don't give a shit about the strikes. So despite these motherfuckers saying that, Japan and all of them are going to care about the strikes, Japan don't give a shit about the strikes. They don't care. They don't. So that's why I'm like, okay, maybe either there's because Disney's already going through a lot of hell right now. That's why I'm like, maybe the strikes are affecting maybe just Disney Japan, and that's why they let this slip. Oh god, Disney, it was a mistake to trust Viz. It was a huge mistake to trust Viz if that's what's going on. But at the same time, it's like, dude, Warner Brothers Japan ain't going through this. Nah, they got Suicide Squad, but they're working with WIT though. They put their trust in WIT and Mappa for Suicide Squad Isekai. So I'm like, maybe that, I don't know. But Disney made the fucking mistake to trust Viz. Because Viz is not WIT. Viz is not, well, Mappa's a, to be fair, I got my own problems with WIT. I have my own issues with them when it comes to Ancient Magus Bride in particular. I will still never forget what George Waters said in that freaking panel. Oh god, that pissed me off so much. Oh, that pissed me off. But you're dealing with Mappa. I don't trust Mappa either. Mappa has done some really shitty things, but you got you're not Disney is trusting the wrong people. I feel like they just said, well, here, take this and do what you want. I wonder if that's the case. I don't know if the strikes weren't happening, if things would be different. I don't know. Because here's the thing, and this I asked Maki about this, the VP of IG. I asked her about this. I asked if she knew if that Heavenly Delusion wasn't being advertised in Japan, and she said no, that she didn't know that Disney wasn't doing shit. So that's why I'm like, maybe Disney just is leaving shit up to the studios to do it, and they're just not going to do anything. I don't know. That was a huge mistake to trust Viz Media blindly like that. I feel like that's what's going on. Part of me is like, maybe the strikes are kind of like fucking with it, but at the same time, it's like, Warner Brothers Japan ain't dealing with this fuckery. You don't see that happening with Warner Brothers Japan. You don't see that happening with Netflix Japan. But Disney Japan is a lot different. They're not as invested in their Japanese properties as invested is the wrong wording. They're not as involved. That's the wording I'm looking for. They're not as involved in their Japanese properties like Warner Brothers and Netflix are. There we go. That's the wording. That feels, yeah, that's what I think is going on. If Disney was, well, Netflix, I think Netflix would have their own translations. They wouldn't be relying on this for shit. Let's be real. Same with Aniplex would just do their own translations. This wouldn't be an issue. And Amazon doesn't have this issue. Amazon, if I remember correctly, with their anime, because Hoseki no Kuni is one of their anime, Amazon never had this problem with their anime. Nah, they did stupid shit. Well, they did censor. They did with but I dropped that anime after that. There was gun censorship and stuff, but I think that was just across the board, like Karakuri Circus. But I think that is the problem. I think Disney's just not as involved with their anime like Netflix or oh my god, what keys? We're distracting with your cuteness. Or Warner Brothers, there we go. I just think that's the problem. I'm very curious what you guys think, but that's what it seems like to me. Let me see. But yeah, I don't know if you on Twitter. I don't know if you've seen that. Well, Reddit's going the fuck off too about Giselle, but Twitter, it's just wild. I mean, I've been called transphobic a few times leading up to this fucking episode. I've seen people say like Giselle's for trans rights. It's like, Giselle's not trans, idiots. Jesus Christ, these people are stupid. What was the other thing I was gonna mention here? Oh, people were threatening James Hansen's life. There's that too. Because he pointed out a fact. I don't understand. These people are wild. People are goddamn wild. No. What do you think, Kitty? You think these people are psycho? You think Disney is stupid for not telling Biz to fuck off? Yeah, I know. I know. It's really, really dumb. It's really, really dumb. Right, Kitty? Kitty thinks they're being stupid. Kitty thinks they're all dumb. Now I remember the character I was thinking of was Askin. There we go. Pepe was supposed to be in a scene with Askin, I want to say a couple episodes ago, and he wasn't there. So I'm hoping Pepe is just not going to be completely cut out of this core. That will freaking suck. I think there's always been a problem in the West with how we filter. Yeah. The 4Kids era. Mm-hmm. 4Kids era. Yep. We know of the 4Kids. Dude, I grew up with the 4Kids era of anime. It was not fun. Even though, let's be real, Yu-Gi-Oh! Here, the difference is just like with Yu-Gi-Oh! Censorship. That shit was just so stupid, it was funny. We destroy a lot of content and the quality of creativity of manga and anime is lost. Well, here's the thing though, is that people don't question shit. Like we well, me, because I read manga and I've been reading manga for a long time and not Biz's faster localization. I question things. Well, I'm a reader in general, so I question things anyway. But it's always good to question things and not like be trapped in a fucking echo chamber. Right, kitties? Kitty is not trapped in an echo chamber. Nah. Well, he's in a kitty chamber. He's in a cute kitty chamber. He doesn't like stupidity. He doesn't like fuckery. He doesn't like censorship. No. Right, kitties? Yeah, look at that cute, good boy. You don't like the censorship. No. No, you do not. Yeah, these are good kitties. They are stuck in this fucking echo chamber. A lot of these activists are stuck in an echo chamber. I was stuck. You know what? Prior to meeting my late significant other at the timing of this, I will admit I was in an echo chamber as well. And then he, throughout a 12-year relationship prior to him dying 4 years ago, I broadened my horizons. So if it weren't for him, I would probably still be in an echo chamber too. Right? Well, Kitty, you never knew him, so you wouldn't know. Yeah. But again, the thing is, because I said this too, is because how watered down modern day programming is. A lot of Zoomers, and I'll include Gen Alpha, I think it is. Then this new generation is called. Oh, they don't know any better, and they are like stuck in this fucking bubble. I don't know. Here's the thing: if there's a new saga in Bleach, if a new saga happens in Bleach, it's gonna have to be like, say, like how Boruto and Dragon Ball Super are, where Kubo is doing the writing and he picks an artist to draw. There's no other way a new arc of Bleach is going to happen. That's the only way it's going to happen. Oh, and also I forgot to mention this too, and I just remembered it. Speaking of another portion of Bleach, there is another piece of evidence from where are you? From Bleach Can't Fear Your Own World, where it says for Giselle's entry that a Quincy, also known as Gigi, anyone covered by Giselle's blood turns into a zombie. Looks like a girl, but yeah, it's just, it's crazy how like people will say that like feminine males and butch women are trans. I just don't get it. You can't be a handsome woman or a feminine male and not be trans. Like you're an egg all of a sudden. It's so stupid. It's dumb. It's like by that logic, drag queens are trans or drag kings are trans. It's so dumb. I know. I remember when the Hell Saga came out, and I think I covered it too. I remember when that came out, and everyone in the Bleach fandom lost their freaking minds. I was so hyped. I thought this meant, yes, Bleach is going to come back. But now knowing about, Kubo dealing with health issues in hindsight and all that, yeah, if Bleach does come back in manga form, it's definitely going to be one of those situations where it's going to be like Boruto or Dragon Ball Super. Well, I can't include Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest in the equation as well, technically, even though Mashima is drawing and writing 2 other manga at the same time. But I'll include like Oshinoko and Renai Daikao as well, where he's gonna be doing the writing, but someone else will be doing the art. There's no other way Bleach will come back. No other way. And people need to freaking accept that. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it. I mean, look at how Boruto manga. I know Bleach fans hate Boruto and Naruto, but Boruto manga is freaking amazing. Boruto anime, no. Boruto anime is separate. Boruto anime is ass. Boruto manga is amazing. Most Boruto fans know this. Real Boruto, actually, let me say most. Real Boruto fans know that the anime is ass and the manga is amazing. Especially when it's been even better since Kishimoto came back and started doing the writing. I'm hoping something I'm really hoping, and I really, really do like. Again, I do like how we're seeing how Ichibei is Ichibei foreshadowing in terms of his trollage. I'm hoping that it's going to lead, especially based off of that freaking Aizen shot, which was basically the title page for I think it was like 612 or 613. Oh, I hope this core, or at least, if this core ends with the shot of Aizen in his goddamn chair, I am going to goddamn die. I need to see Chair Sama by the end of this core. I needs my Chair Sama. I needs it so bad. Or fuck, either it's gonna end with Chair Sama or it's gonna start with Chair Sama. I want to see it. Like have core 3 revolve around Chair Sama's greatness. I need it. Because this core is supposed to end with from what I heard through the grapevine with Ichibei versus Bach. Oh, just imagine if core 3 starts, if it starts with the eyes and greatness. Oh, that would be so amazing. Oh, I'd love it. I'd love it so much. But yeah, just these people that are saying, dude, I'm surprised. You know what I'm more surprised about? That there's more people bitching about Yamato being trans than Giselle being trans today. I'm really surprised by this. I am. I was so surprised. I'm gonna double check and make sure again, but I was really surprised to see more people bitch, at least especially in my fucking notifications. I'm seeing more people bitch about Yamato than Giselle. Why? But I'm glad that the Bleach, but similar to the whole Yamato situation, I'm glad the Bleach fans are coming out in droves saying, nah, similar to Yamato, you ain't going to claim Giselle as trans. It's not happening. And I warned people this was going to happen too. These tourists, man, we're not going to let. I'm glad. Something I will say that I'm glad about. I'm glad that the One Piece and Bleach fandoms are like, nah, we ain't gonna let a Bridget situation happening. And hell, even Shueisha knows, or I don't know if Shueisha knows, but Shueisha, even if they didn't know, Shueisha ain't gonna do this shit. Shueisha not gonna be like Arc Systems. They ain't stupid. Let's see. Dude, there's like one person said that Yamachika throwing jabs at Giselle, his comments towards Giselle are jabs at trans people, and they don't work. Uh, and they don't work on anything else. And Giselle never shows any signs of, oh yeah, I'm secretly a guy. Are you fucking serious? These people are so delusional, and they clearly prefer to being referred to as a woman. Motherfucker, Giselle is pissed because he exposed him for being a trap. What the hell? These people are just so weird.
Someone said this: Bleach fandom finds out there's a transgender woman in their manga and goes crazy. Giselle's best girl. These people are stupid. These people are nuts. This comment's amazing. All the club arts are drawn by Kubo. The site is literally his. If he drew Giselle in a bikini, is it because she is clearly a woman, or do you think he would draw Ichigo or Renji in a bikini? Dude, he would draw Ichigo and Renji in a bikini, because why not? If he drew Giselle in a bikini, like, it doesn't make Giselle a woman. No! There's fanboys drawing bikinis all the fucking time. These people are stupid, man. Have they never seen a fanboy in a bikini before? These people are dumb. Oh god, this is so stupid. I don't care about Giselle's actions or because she's a fictional character killing other fictional ones. You're arguing in bad faith here to switch the discussion from Giselle's pronouns to Giselle's actions and why that invalidates her being a woman. Motherfucker, Giselle is not a woman. Just get over it. These people are dumb, I swear. These are just nuts. These people are nuts. Someone is saying this, that Giselle is definitely a pervert man who only turned into a woman so he can do horny things with women. What? What? These people are so weird. I don't understand why these people think this way. It's just so bizarre. These people are fucking weird. Like, I'm weird. And I understand people have fetishes. I understand people like being weird. Normal is overrated, let's be real. But for fuck's sake, man, just accept that. You can't accept that Giselle is a fucking man that dresses up like a woman to entrap people because no man would hit an innocent girl. I know, that was the point. That a lot of people, Kumo, like, was fucking with people. There's a lot of people that didn't understand at the time that Giselle was a man. I remember the discourse back then. These people are just wild. They can't understand the fact that Giselle is a goddamn man. Someone said this: I just don't get how people are blatantly ignorant at the fact that Giselle is by definition a trans woman. How is Giselle a trans woman by definition? He's not a trap is not a trans woman. No! Kiku, yes, Kiku is a trans woman. Giselle is not a trans woman. Ivankov, you can make the argument that Ivankov is more of like a gender fluid person. By Western definition, a gender fluid person. Because, you know. But he's a drag, well, I like calling him a drag queen. He's more of a drag queen / gender fluid. Yeah, gender fluid drag queen. That feels right. But this person is delusional. Oh my god, I just don't get how people blatantly ignore the fact that Giselle is by definition a trans woman. Yes, I know the author said is biologically a man, but if one puts two and two together, Giselle being female presenting is transgender. No, no, so drag queens are female presenting. That does not make them trans. Some of them are, but not all of them. Jesus Christ, these people are stupid. Even, when did Kubo say? Someone said Kubo said Giselle's trans. When did Kubo say that she's trans? How? I'm glad someone asked, does this mean cross-dressers and drag queens are trans? That's it, because that was the first thing I thought. No, Kubo never said this. Stop. And so someone said this too. I don't know how transphobia is so normalized in circles like anime, cartoons, or games. Because it goes against your headcanon. We're transphobic, apparently. What the fuck is wrong with these people? These people are so stupid. I just can't with this. Someone says she identifies as a woman regardless, so that doesn't matter. Just call Giselle her. It's not that hard. The Bleach website says Giselle is a man. So Kubo has said Giselle is a man. The Bleach website, and again, you could say Google Translate all you want. I checked Deep L as well. Giselle is a man. And the other Bambis via Deep L, I checked their translations. They say Deep L says they are women. So they're trans. Giselle is not trans. You're full of shit. People are so fucking stupid. These people are just like, Giselle is canonically a trans woman. Since when? I love these people. Like, what does Kubo say? Giselle's a woman. He's never said that. These people are so drunk on copium. It's really goddamn hilarious. I hate that Western social. Oh my god, I hate that Western social beliefs are overwhelmingly dividing anime and manga. Dude, Western social beliefs aren't doing shit in terms of manga. Nah, this is why fan translations are sometimes like more superior than Western localizations. I'm going to give this is why I fucking wish Manga Plus would just have their own localizations that were separate from Viz's, because their localizations aren't bad. What they do, for those of you that don't know, and Kamiki does this too, is they enlist translation groups for their localizations. And the translation groups are usually pretty good. They'll have some hiccups here and there, but for the most part, you don't see any woke bullshit up in there. Kodansha will actually, because I know this because I've talked to Project Vinland about this. Kodansha has hired them before as well. So, like, Kodansha will enlist fan translators as well. I think I don't know if Yempress does or not, but I know Kodansha does. Viz hires freelancers, and so does Seven Seas. Seven Seas, because I had to get, I was involved with it. Seven Seas, unless you get the publisher directly involved and tell them, Seven Seas to fuck off, yeah, you're gonna see a ton of problems with their translations. I think Kodansha had to put I had to crack the whip for Tokyo Revengers. Otherwise, that localization would be really bad. It's just the cover that's fucked up. But the only reason that anime is so divided, and to an extent manga is too, is because you have these fucking tourists, man. Anime and manga going mainstream in the West was a mistake. Dude, if you've seen what's happened with Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man and Boku no Hero Academia's fandoms, oh my god, it's gotten bad. It has gotten really, really bad. At least we haven't had death threats to Gege yet over stupid yaoi ships. Poor Horikoshi has gotten death threats over stupid fucking yaoi ships. I swear to God, it's happened. Wakui, I don't know if Wakui has gotten death threats over yaoi ships, but I know his Twitter replies were full of them. Oh God, it's bad, bad. God, it says this. These people are just delusional. It clearly is. Giselle's quite obviously not pretending when all of her friends, yes, friends refer to her with proper pronouns and calling her a woman. And Giselle is placed in a group of female stern murderers referred to as the femme ridders. Giselle identifies as a girl, bruh. Dude, you realize there's extremely feminine gay people that hang out with women all the time. So are you going to call them trans too? What the fuck is wrong with these people? And you know, some gay people will call themselves her sometimes. They will call themselves that girl. What the fuck is wrong with you? Have you not been around gay people before? Or like extremely feminine gay people before? What is wrong with you? God. By this logic, metrosexuals would be fucking trans too. You got these idiots saying Giselle is a girl. She's assigned male at birth, but she obviously identifies as a woman and was only called Amanda to insult her. Everything like traps and funaris have completely rotted anime. What funaris do to you? Fucking racist, man. Stancing certain creators' brains like actually, dude. These people are racist, man. Jesus. Do they not understand why Giselle gets actively angry for being outed as a trap? It's because his scheme has been exposed. I don't understand how this is hard. Oh God, don't get me started on One Piece live action. Oh God, like people are saying it broke the fucking live action curse. Nah, mofo, it did not break the live action curse. Maybe, yeah, you can make the argument about Western live action curse, maybe. But then you have the Battle Angel Alita people, or sorry, the Alita Battle Angel people. I'm sorry, get it mixed up with the actual manga Battle Angel Alita. The Alita Battle Angel people that will say, no, that one broke the curse. But no, live action adaptation, that curse was broken a long ass time ago in general. It was broken a long ass time ago by Rurouni Kenshin and by Kingdom. Those are amazing live action adaptations. Bleach's was okay too. I will give Bleach credit where credit is due. Bleach's live action adaptation was not that bad, but nothing is topping, and Tokyo Revengers is pretty good too, but nothing is topping the GOAT that is Kingdom's live action. Oh my God, that live action is better than the fucking anime. That's how good Kingdom's live action is. These people are the One Piece. Look, I'm a One Piece fan. Okay, I've been covering the manga since 2016, but I will tell you right now that live action is for normies. That live action is not for the hardcore One Piece stans. It's not. These people are fucking delusional if they believe it is, or if they believe that it's broken the curse. Fucking delusional. And by the way, Alita Battle Angel, yeah, that's not even a good live action adaptation of the Alita Battle Angel manga or Battle Angel Alita manga. Because if that was an actual manga to anime or manga to live action adaptation, that movie would be rated R at least. It wouldn't be PG-13 because that manga is extremely disturbing. I love Battle Angel Alita though. Oh, I love it. That manga should be, that live action should be rated R. Maybe, depending on which part, it could be NC-17, depending on which part you're adapting. But God, that manga, nah, PG-13, it should not be rated. No. I'm glad more people, but I will say this: I'm glad more people, the Bleach fandom, is starting to come out and do what I was hoping they would do, and call these motherfuckers out for who they are, and call these tourists out for who they are, and be like, nah, nah, Giselle is a trap. Speaking of, let's see if they're going to be saying the trap is a slur bullshit. Because I want to see if they did that or not. Because motherfucker, I'm sick of that shit too. These people are trying to make trap a slur. I've seen people try to make see these assholes try to make femboy a slur. Let's see. Oh, someone admitted Felix and Astolfo are textbook traps, and Giselle definitely. No, Giselle is a textbook trap. Stop. Stop. At least they admit that Felix and Astolfo are traps. I'll give them that, though. I will definitely give them that. I'm very happy, dude. I'm so happy to see how many people are calling. Someone said Giselle's not even a decent trap. Whoa, someone says this. Further, I don't think trap or crossdresser fits for Giselle because often those characters still view themselves as male. Traps are characters who have strong female physical features but still consider themselves male crossdressers. Motherfucker, you missed the point of Giselle's character. He's trapping them. Hope someone called their asses out. These people are stupid. Let's see. Ooh, someone said this, and this is kind of true as well to an extent. Trans people are not that relatively of a new thing. Trans people started appearing, I want to say, in like the 80s or 90s ish. So it's not that new. Well, maybe in Japan it's newer, but here in the US, trans people go as far back as at least I'm going to say at least the 80s, 90s ish. But it says here too, trans peoples are relatively a new thing. Kubo wasn't thinking of them when he made Giselle. Thank God people are saying this. Giselle's a trap slash fanboy, obviously an old anime trope. It's not a slur, you dumbasses. And he's part of the femmurders because he's a pervert. Exactly. Well, I don't understand why these people don't understand that. And he's angry at being found out, probably because the other femmurders don't know. Exactly. Chica outed him. This game got fucked up. People are stupid, I swear. These mofos don't understand what traps are. Yeah, Tokonoko culture, I think if I remember correctly, Bridget led the movement, the Tokonoko movement, because yeah, Bridget was the one who made a Tokonoko more mainstream slash accepted. Yeah, that feels right. Well, Death Note has two live actions. They have a Japanese live action adaptation and a Western one. The Japanese one is okay. It definitely is not an adaptation of the source material. It's an interpretation. Yeah, it doesn't say. There's no proof that Giselle is trans. Giselle is a perverted trap. He just was not happy that he got outed. He's just a pervert. I don't understand. How is this hard to figure out that Giselle is just a perverted trap? Reading media literacy is dead, and so is reading comprehension is dead. These people are so stupid. People are so dumb, so dumb, so dumb. I feel like you. I feel like Yumachika is definitely at least metrosexual. At the very least, he is metrosexual. Gay, I'm not sure, but at the very least, he is metrosexual for sure. Oh, definitely. But Charlotte is definitely gay. Oh, definitely. Charlotte is definitely gay. But Yumachika, he's definitely like, if he's not gay, he's definitely extremely metrosexual, borderline gay. But I just don't understand why people just can't accept. These people can't accept that Giselle. They don't have represent. Well, there's gay representation. They have gay representation. It's like with One Piece. You have gay LGBT representation up in there. You have gay representation. Why can't you accept that you have at least some gay representation? Well, Giselle is not exactly gay representation. Giselle is just a trap. Giselle is more like Astolfo in that regard. Because Astolfo will fuck anybody, but Giselle is, well, Giselle. You can make the argument Giselle will fuck anybody too. Giselle is a pervert. Yeah, Charlotte is a drag queen. That's why I was kind of annoyed. Going back to the anime for a second, that's why I was kind of annoyed with Charlotte's stiff movements. I wanted Charlotte to give me like more exaggeration, like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, like posing. And he was so stiff. It was like, no. And then his face looked horrible. I wanted more from Charlotte. It was there. It was right there. I wanted him to be more, his movements to be more exaggerated than it was in the manga. I wanted more. And I wanted him to just like go way out there. And I know this was a rush production. It was. It sucks it was a rush production. God damn it, I wanted him to go balls to the walls with this. I wanted him to like be beyond JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yeah, like in the original anime, in the original Bleach anime, he was just going. There was some great fluidity. He was twisting and turning, jumping and posing. But like here, he was so stiff, and it irritated me. I would have loved to seen him like just, and also I love freaking Mayuri still burning him. That's why I was pissed off when that gag of Mayuri burning the other part of Mayuri burning the other Arankar was cut, because I really liked that part of it too. It was really funny. But anyways, I'm really curious what you guys think of this episode compared to some of the other episodes. I feel like this episode was definitely affected by some of the production issues. But man, that censorship, man. Oh, man, that censorship is killing me. Viz had to go out of their way for this one. And it really sucks because with Viz, it seemed like to me, based on what I've seen, was that Viz was going to be more invested in anime. And to me, that means the translations were going to be more accurate, and they were going to release better quality. No, they're not. Thought we were going to get better shit than Crunchyroll was delivering for anime. Nope. That's not happening. I thought Disney was going to like make sure and crack the whip and make sure that Viz was going to deliver. Nope. Of course not. Of course we're not going to get that, because Viz, I don't know if Viz is, because Viz, for those of you that don't know how Viz works, they have some, I think they have some in-house translators / localizers, but I know they mostly use freelancers. And those that know about the freelance localizers know that they have a mafia going on. Yeah, it was a good solid for the writing for the most part. In terms of the writing, I was happy with it. Like I felt like because it did follow the manga for the most part. I do feel like they could have like this would have been a good episode to change some of the events, order of events of the manga, and I would have been fine with that, and the episode would have flowed just fine. Like you could have had like the first part being like the Ichigo and Orihime and Chad content, and then the second half be the Giselle and Yumachika and Ikaku and Mayuri content. If they would have done that, I would have been fine with that. This would have been a good episode to change the order of content. They didn't have to go in the same order, at least in my opinion. I would have been fine with that. I know it's weird because usually I'm all about having everything like going exactly like the manga, but this isn't this when it's a situation like this where you could have the order of events of the manga changed around and have the episode like flowing really flow a lot better. This is where it would work. Oh yeah, I know we have to face. Oh, I Reddit might be a little. I don't know if Reddit will be worse than Twitter. I heard from what I've seen with Reddit, One Piece Reddit is a lot more stable than Bleach Reddit because you have the trans activists. The trans activists infiltrated Bleach Reddit a long time ago. One Piece Reddit, they booted those fuckers out ages ago, so you don't have this issue on One Piece Reddit, which is nice. But I'm really excited to see because I feel like the final episode. Are they bots on Reddit? I'm not sure if the trans activists on Reddit are bots. That's one thing I'm not sure of. The One Piece Reddit, I know you don't have these issues on One Piece Reddit. Bleach Reddit, I'm not sure. I'm not active on Bleach Reddit, so I'm not sure. Oh god, the Iran cards are going to be so amazing next episode. Oh god, I can't wait. But god, next week, I can't wait to see Byakuya. Oh god, I really hope we get to see an extended fight of Byakuya next week. Oh, I really hope so, because that fight, remember that's one of the fights that was fought off screen. So I'm hoping we get to see the Byakuya content. We also have we have to finish the content with the Iran cars. Hold on a second, let me make sure. Yeah, the Iran cars. Oh yeah, we got the testing too with Hitsugaya. Oh, that's gonna be so much fun. Oh, I can't wait to see how the stuff on Hitsugaya. Oh, let's see. Ooh, that's right. We're gonna see him look at the past. Ooh. I wonder how many medicines we're gonna see tested on Hitsugaya. We're gonna see it more than just the ones we see in the manga. Oh yeah, then we got the additional captains. We got the Rankar fighting a few more of the captains. So I wonder how this is going to work. Is we're going to have the Rankar fighting the captains, and for a part of the episode, and then have the other part of the episode being Byakuya versus Robert, Nanana, and Candace. God, I really hope we get to see this fight. Ooh, and then we got Pepe as well. Yes. Oh God. So that would be like 592 through 595 at least, if we're including the fight against Nanana. With we're including the Hitsugaya and Miuri fight, and the other captain's fight with the Arankar, the zombie captain's fight with the Arankar. Then we got the Byakuya content, fighting Nanana, Robert, and Candace, and then that fight will transition into the fight against Pepe. Yeah, and that will go until at least. Oh yeah, because that fight will transition. That fight will cross paths at like 595. At the end of 595, that's when when both fights come together. So yeah, that would make sense for how next week's episode will go, and it will probably adapt up to, I would say, 597. And yeah, it would probably adapt until at least the first part of 597 in Liado eating Pepe. Yeah, that would make sense. And then maybe like in the after credits, have maybe see Bach up at the Soul Palace. That's my guess. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, Andy, I do fantasy football. I'm in two leagues right now. One is the league that I'm in with Adam Rank that I've been in. Oh, how many years have I been in that league? Oh God, I've lost track of how many years I've been in that league. I started working with I did work with Adam Rank because he hooked me up with getting on TV or on NFL Network in 2015. Yeah, it's either 2014 or 2015. And then I think I want to say I've been in that league for 7 years at least. Yeah, I'm gonna say I've been in that league for 7 years. And then I just joined a new league from one of the people in my league that I'm with Adam Rank started up a league. So I'm in 2 leagues. I used to be in 10, but nah, I cut back. Should put McKinnon on waivers. I actually have McKinnon in both my leagues as a backup, but it depends on what other running backs you have. Because, oh God, now I got to pull up my freaking fantasy stuff now, dude. Man, it's been a minute since I've well, ever since Brian died, it's been hard in terms of fantasy. Because that's why I was in fantasy, was because of him. And then after that, I just was like, I didn't want to do it no more because it was hard. Because yeah, but now I'm getting fully back into the swing of things. I've been fully back into the swing of things. This is the first time in 4 years, I want to say, that I'm in like 2 leagues. Let me see. Let me check and see how my because I have I'm in a league where I have 2 of the Kansas City running backs. Where are you? Do I need to do a stream where I'm just giving fantasy advice? Yeah, McKinnon didn't do what. I'm glad I didn't put in McKinnon because it seems like that's what I thought. Isaiah Pacheco is wait, is Clyde Edwards doing? Yeah, McKinnon is not worth it. Pacheco is the number one back. Dude, that's how I started. That's how I started, was doing fantasy streams on Vaughn Live on Sundays. But Sundays I can't do it anymore because Sundays is when I have to record the weekly Shonen Jump chapters. Sundays are they start at, the chapters come out at 8. I have to record so many chapters. Oh god. I'm behind on a lot of the series too. I should do a chill stream. You have Alvin and Gus Edwards. Well, Alvin Kamara is suspended. I think you might just have to go with Gus Edwards. I know my Bleach stream is turning into a fantasy football stream. this always happens. Hold on, let me check Gus Edwards real quick. Are you in PPR or standard? Dude, my Adam Rank lineup is sick. Oh my god, I gotta double check. Speaking of, I gotta double check and make sure that lineup is good. So I might have to take Juju out and put I'm a Sharp Penny in instead. I might have to do that. Dude, I'm so glad that I drafted both Gino and Tua when I did. I'm telling you, man. Oh, Gus Edwards is on my freaking waiver. Let's see what we got for Gus Edwards. Let's see. If J.K. Dobbins isn't playing, you might want to start Gus if J.K. Dobbins isn't playing. Deontay Roberts, Deontay Williams. Dude, how is this turning into a fucking fantasy stream? Let's see. Gotta fucking love how this is turning into a fucking fantasy stream. God damn it. Yeah, you're just my ADHD. You are making my ADHD go wild. And I don't have donations. It's sad when my ADHD goes wild, I don't get donations for it. It's very frustrating. Let's see. Oh, someone in my freaking Adam Rank League picked him up. Yeah, go with Herbert because he's going to be the starting running back. For kindness of fantasy. Dude, I don't get paid enough for this shit. Man, if it pays my rent, then I'll definitely do it. But God, I need donations for this shit. That's how you motivate me to. That's how I get motivated to do streams and stuff. Is donations. Give me donations and I'll do it. Whether it be super chat or let me post my other stuff here. Well, I'm thinking about it. The reason why I did Bleach is because one, I actually like Bleach. and I love covering Bleach. Bleach is one of the first series I started covering on this channel, and also I've been waiting to cover this particular episode because of the whole Giselle thing. And as soon as I found out about the censorship stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely covering this. I knew I had to cover this episode. But yeah, if I get donations on my Cash App or my PayPal, I will definitely do more streams. I'll definitely do one on Sunday if there is enough interest, if there's donations. Oh, fuck yeah, I will. I'll do fantasy football streams. It just means I will have to rush my ass off to get a lot of these my Sunday live reactions done. I have, let's see, I gotta do that long one for Tamaku because that one's ending. I have Tamaku. I'm behind on Akane Banashi. I gotta do Sakamoto Days. I gotta do Mission Yozakura Family. I gotta do what's the other one I gotta do? Shit. Oh, I gotta do Ichinose Family's Deadly Sins. I gotta do Me and Roboco. I gotta do Elusive Samurai. I gotta do Undead Unluck. Like, I'm behind on some of them too, so yeah, this is how, like, I don't get. The thing is, though, I'm gonna point this out too. With especially like the Giselle and Yamato stuff, like, this is like a couple of examples of activist shit. And I told myself I wouldn't be doing this no more, especially since I'm like, I don't get paid enough for it. And I have rent to pay. I need to get paid more for this. I do. And I am trying to find additional work via for like freelance writing. I've applied for other stuff. I really do need to start ranking in more money, especially with YouTube's algorithm really screwing me over, because I used to get like thousands of views for like Jujutsu Kaisen and for Black Clover and for One Punch Man and for Hoseki no Kuni, and that just isn't happening anymore. And it's really annoying. It's really sad. And I'm trying to do more by promoting more of my stuff on Twitter, and I'm experimenting more in terms of promoting my stuff on Twitter. TikTok I refuse to do because I do not want to be watched by the China. I don't want my information to go to the Chinese government. That is the main reason why I do not do TikTok. It is that's the only reason why. Otherwise, I would. Instagram, it's a principal thing for that too. Hold on, let me reply to this. Hi, Crystal. Yeah, like I'm telling people right now, like if someone was telling me the dialogue wasn't changed. Yeah, for those of you that don't already know, I'm going to explain this again real quick. In regards to what happened with Bleach. We found out prior to recording this stream that the Giselle dialogue, the key Giselle dialogue, was censored in the international versions of this week's episode of Bleach. And what Viz did, from what we're understanding, is they had the Seiryu record a separate version of the dialogue for when Yumachika outed Giselle, and for when Giselle said, that he was so wet, and Yumachika said that does Giselle mean mean hard and all that? Yeah, that was changed, and we don't know what's going on with Disney. I don't know if it has something to do, as of right now, I don't know if it has something to do with Disney just trusting just letting the studios do their own thing. I don't know, because we don't see this kind of shit happen. You guys can let me know if you've seen this kind of shit happening with Warner Brothers Japan or with Netflix or anything like that. But I've never seen anything like this before. I actually messaged my my Aniplex insider, my friend that's the director, a longtime director for Aniplex. I'm asking him if he's seen anything like this before. I might ask my friend, Maki over at IG. I'm gonna ask her if she's seen anything like this before. This is something I've never seen. I've never seen anything like this for Bleach or for anything really. I mean, I obviously there's the stuff for 4Kids and all that, but no, I'm talking about Japanese dialogue where I've never seen this before. It's weird. So weird. If you guys can think of any other anime where you've seen this before, I would love to know. I just have never seen this. In terms of this week's episode, though, there was quite a few things skipped, including obviously the Orihime and Yoriichi content. That content, like compared to the Giselle stuff, that I can understand it being censored because of the Japanese broadcasting regulations. That I can understand, and that being on the Blu-ray, the Japanese Blu-ray. I don't know what Viz is going to do, but also going back to the Giselle stuff for a second here, the Giselle stuff is kind of censored in the Bleach and Viz's localization of the Bleach manga. So there is that. Maybe Viz just doesn't want to get busted. I don't know what Viz was thinking by doing this. Viz had to have known that they were going to get busted. So stupid. So stupid. Those TikTok promotions move mountains means to an. I know, but I'm not giving I do not want my IP address and all that given to the Chinese government. Nah. I am being extremely careful. It's why I don't own Apple products. I know about Apple security. Know about these things. Because, I was dating in IT for 12 years. So yeah, I know about these security things. I know about Apple. Microsoft, they have their issues, but Microsoft does have better security, especially in terms of encrypted. Well, I know how to get into the how to install encrypted security onto my computer at least, so I don't have to worry about it so much. But my widow Shinigami Kitties is being a widow Bubba Kitty. Yeah, he's being a widow Bubba Kitties. I know. I need to get him. We need to cosplay you. We need to put you in a little Shinigami outfit, huh, Key? You don't have the funds for that. Yeah. See, this is why I don't do iPhones. Yep, I refuse to get an iPhone. My dad loves Apple. I don't. I refuse to get an Apple. Apple will just not happen. But man, it's crazy. I thought there's more people bitching on my timeline about Yamato than there is about Giselle. I'm very surprised by this, to be honest. I'm glad I will say this though, people are going in. The Bleach fandom is going in. They're saying that, like, people are saying Giselle's a trap. There's no such thing as being trans, speaking about things that are verifiable, like behavior, as opposed to things that are unverifiable, like claims about feelings and preferences. I'm so glad that people are saying this shit, because I've seen Dude, I have seen stupid crap saying that characters are transcoded or lesbian code. I've seen lesbian coded too. Like, what the fuck are you talking about coded? What's wrong with you? Oh God, it's so stupid, so stupid. A lot of people are calling this shit out though. Someone said Charlotte is better than that worthless, useless, lame ass trash trap. Oh God. The Bambietta fans, Bambietta fans are just hating on Giselle right now. I love Giselle. Giselle is just a cute little trap. I don't understand why people just can't accept that Giselle's a trap. Man, hey, you're just a cute cat though. People can agree that Zeno is a cute kitty. You're not trap kitty, you're just a kitty. Yeah, you a cute kitty. Let's see, what else do I got here? Let's see if let me make sure there's no more rain going on here besides the obvious. I'm just glad so far Kubo has not been attacked yet. But this is true. This is it's weird. People die on the weirdest hills. That that in terms of trans people. That one is clear with Yamato clearly a woman, that Bridget's a grooming victim, and Giselle is an actual necrophile. Like, why? Why would you want to die on this hill? It's so stupid. So stupid, stupid. I don't get it. But I'm glad. I am very grateful that James because I asked James a couple days ago when he said he uh discussed the mentioned the Giselle content coming out. I asked him flat out, I'm like, dude, are you gonna post just in case Viz pulls a Viz? Are you gonna post the translation up? And he's like, yeah. I'm so glad I asked him. Oh, I'm so glad I asked him to do that. Oh my God, thank God. Thank God he did that shit. Let me see. Oh, I should. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to double check and see if James is getting called transphobic. I have to double check because he's been getting called transphobic and getting bullied for a minute. Right, Zeno. Right, but Zeno not a transphobic kitty. You and your fucking eye bogies, cat. Seriously. Huh, this is interesting. So the version on B Station in Asia is the same as the Disney, the censored toned down one. Ooh. So it's definitely for the international version outside Japan, period. See, that's why I'm glad I checked these things. So yeah, so it's Viz. I know Viz has the rights to Bleach. I think it's everywhere outside of Japan. I know that. I don't remember if it's also Asia as well, the rest of Asia as well, but I know it's not in Japan. Can't remember. Let's see. If you guys know off the top of your head if Viz has the rights for Bleach everywhere else besides Japan, I feel like it is everywhere besides Japan. Bleach or Disney or not Disney, Viz Media has the rights for Bleach. I feel like it is for some reason. That just sounds right. It's ridiculous. But yeah, for those but for those of you that are not in the that are in the US, it is Hulu. So yes, for those of you that didn't see my tweet, I did include Hulu support on it. So hopefully Hulu support gets back to me. Because Hulu support has been good about getting back to me on certain things. But yeah, it's outside of the US, it's Disney. Inside the US, it is Hulu. But yeah, people are just so surprised that they're having the VAs record separate lines. But people are just so shooketh by this. I'm glad people are shooketh by this. Let's see if there's anyone else happy about this. I know there were some people that were happy. I think there were some people that are happy about this, actually. Let me just check the comment section, make sure I'm not missing anything from this. The Arabic version, in case I didn't mention, deleted the scenes, but that doesn't surprise me. Sure. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, someone said this. Honestly, good. Could you? This actually might explain why we're not seeing as much ring as I thought. Honestly, good. Could you imagine what certain people would do to certain animators, Kubo and Yumachika's Japanese voice actor? They're probably still going to do it anyway, but no one cares about certain people. Those people are to be completely ignored. They can't do shit. They remain with their words. But you know what? That could explain why we're not seeing as much reeing as I thought we were going to be seeing. Let's see. Some people are just like, good, keep the transphobic part out. But yeah, that just actually raises a good point, because I was thinking we were going to see so many people like attack Kubo, but I wonder if this is why we're not seeing as many people attack Kubo. At least this, I thought I was going to see. That would make a lot more sense. Let me see if there's anything here. This is just horrible that they did this. Kitty, I know you're upset. You're upset that Disney did this. You're upset Disney did ruin Giselle. Well, not Giselle's character, just the trap jokes. You want a Stern Ritter uniform, kitties? Or do you want to be a Shinigami? See, he wants to be a Shinigami. He wants to dress up like... Do you want to dress up like Ichigo Keys? You want to be an Ichigo Key? No? What do you want? A Shinigami, do you want to be Keys? You just want to be a Shinigami, kitty. Imagine him dressed like a Shinigami. Wouldn't he be cute? He's a good kitty. And I will put him in Shinigami gear. Because he's my kitty. I hope we find out what the hell is going on. I'm hoping the Bleach community finds out who was in charge of this localization. I probably will. There are ways to find out. I think I know how I can find this out, actually. Oh, I think I know. But the other thing, though, is, and I just thought about this, how is the English dub going to do this? If the English dub ends up being more accurate than the sub, oh, people are gonna be pissed. But there's also the possibility that the English dub goes in the complete opposite direction and has Giselle, because Giselle's voice actor is non-binary, has Giselle come out as trans. You have that option as well. But the thing is, though, unlike Yamato's voice actor, Giselle's voice actor kept it neutral. They just said they were going to play Giselle, and that was the end of it. But we'll see what's going to happen with that. Oh my god, I really hope that Giselle's voice actor doesn't do anything stupid. I really hope that the dub doesn't do anything stupid. God, I hope not. I'll be so mad. Seriously, don't do anything stupid. Right, kitty? Don't do anything stupid. But question is now, I'm hoping what this will do is, because man, what Viz did was really piss off the Bleach fans. One Piece, dude, imagine if this happened to One Piece. If this would have happened to One Piece, and I don't know if Toei has their own translators. I could be wrong on that. It's either Crunchyroll does the translation. Yeah, Crunchyroll does the translations for him now because of the merger. Oh god. Luckily, Crunchyroll didn't fuck it up with the translations. I'm hoping that it's Toei that did it, but I think it's Crunchyroll that did it because it could have been a whole lot worse. But I think with Crunchyroll, if Crunchyroll did the translations and they fucked up Yamato's translation, ooh, bitch, they would have had a war on their hands. And now Viz is going to learn. They are going to realize that you're fucking with the Bleach fandom and you will have a war on your hands, Viz. Disney's going to learn it too. You're fucking with the wrong fandom. This is the worst thing you could do. Don't fuck with a huge fandom like the Bleach fandom. Motherfuckers learn the hard way what happens when you fuck with the One Piece fandom. These dumbass trans activists don't know what they're getting into. This isn't Guilty Gear where you could bully the fucking publisher into bending the knee to you. No, Shueisha ain't doing that shit. Shueisha is not going to play like that. No, Shueisha won't bend to your will because Shueisha cares about Japan more than your dumbasses. The Japanese fans no, they don't like you. They don't like you. They don't give a shit about you. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about your whining. No, they laugh at your asses. If anything, they think you guys are a bunch of dumbasses, and I think they're still pissed about what you did to Bridget. Japanese fans don't like your asses. But yeah, the majority of the Bleach fandom don't like your asses either. To be frank, they're just a bunch of loudmouths. They're a minority of loudmouths, and they're not going to be listened to by Shueisha, nor by Studio Period. Viz, you fucked around. You did this with Jujutsu Kaisen's mistranslation, and you fucked around with them, and you saw what happened. You found out. You're not going to fuck... Dude, you thought Jujutsu Kaisen was a dumb thing to fuck around with. This is a million times worse. You went as far, again, they went as far as recording, enlisting the Seiryu, the Japanese Seiryu, to record a separate clip for Giselle and Yumichika's content for the international audience for this. That is fucked up. Why would... They should know better not to fuck with the Bleach audience. That those editors with 200 600 years of whatever fucking experience, you motherfuckers should know better than anybody else. Then, if you have so much experience over there, you should know better than anybody else. And that goes for Case Closed. I'm still pissed about Case Closed, or how am I saying Case Closed? Detective Conan. I'm not gonna be ever over what they did to fucking Detective Conan. Your stupidity is why people are gonna go to fan translations. And I'm gonna report... I can't be the only one that's gonna report this to Shigakukan. I can't be the only one doing this. I can't be the only one reporting this, or like... I'm only one fucking person. I can't be carrying around. Right, kitties? It's above my pay grade. It is way above my pay grade. Viz, you need to release a statement explaining this. If you were smart, you would release a statement explaining what the fuck is going on. Why you decided to do this. Why you decided to fuck around with the Bleach fandom like this. If you did it for political reasons, if you hired a translator to do this for political reasons, you need to fire them. You need to fire that team immediately. You do not have a union. You are not 7 Seas. You can fire them. There's no reason for this. This is uncalled for. You are supposed to be providing the most accurate translations. This is not providing the most accurate translations. This is botched localization. Fuck is wrong with you? You have lost... Doing this, you've already been losing trust with your customers. You've already severed so much trust with your customers through your botched localizations. And I'm so surprised. I will be very surprised if fans just don't go straight to Shueisha and be like, what are you guys doing? Why are you giving your licenses to them anymore? This is ridiculous. They need to switch publishers, or have Viz botch their own localizations and have a separate one for them, or via Manga Plus in some cases. I'm getting fucking fed up with this. I've already seen, how many botched localizations have I seen from Biz recently, or at least this year? God, I've lost count. I've seen Mashley. I've seen Twin Star Exorcist. I've seen One Punch Man. Obviously, this is a whole different story with Bleach. Bleach just takes it to another fucking level. They're supposed to be better than this, man. Oh, wait, did I include Jujutsu Kaisen? Mashley, One Punch Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, Twin Star Exorcist. There's at least 5 off the top of my head for localizations that have been bastardized by these motherfuckers. At least 5. And in some cases, like with maybe 6 with One Piece, because I think they fucked up One Piece a few times. Hi, Zach. Oh god, this is so ridiculous. So ridiculous. God, it's ridiculous. Kitty, this is ridiculous, kitties. I'm really curious what you guys think of this whole situation, especially where with Disney is concerned. I'm really curious what's gonna. Oh God, I hope Warner Brothers Japan don't fuck this up. Fuck shit up. Nah, it's not gonna get. No way, it won't get fucked up. Warner with like Suicide Squad, Isekai. Nah, that shit ain't gonna get fucked up because Tape is there. The writer of ReZero. Nah, Tape is not gonna let shit get fucked up. Nah. So Netflix. Here's the thing with Netflix, I'm going to point out, and I've noticed this in particular. Netflix productions, Japanese anime productions, usually, especially like with, what's a good example? Like with Cyberpunk Edge Runners. That one was a collaboration with Trigger and CD Projekt Red. They collabed on those translations. They did. Netflix had nothing to do with it. It was that collaboration. That's why I'm like, I wonder if Disney is doing something. If Disney is just leaving it to Viz and just staying the fuck out of it. I really hope that Disney. I really hope you aren't being this stupid. Well, part of me is hoping Disney is being this stupid because then you could hope then we would know the source of it is Disney being stupid, and then go and then be like, okay, Viz, you're definitely at fault here, and Disney is stupid for not watching. Disney's being stupid for not overseeing this. That's what I feel like is happening, though. Because what Disney does is basically they host the content. They license and host it. Viz is the one that is translating. That's all they're doing is translating. But they went way beyond their bounds. They went way above and beyond. I don't know how they got Disney if they needed to get Disney's approval or what. But something just is very sus with this whole thing. I'm waiting. I'll see what my connection at Aniplex says. I'll see what they have to say about this, if they've seen anything like this before. Because I understand obviously it's different when it's done with with dubbing, English and all that kind of dubbing. But Japanese dubbing, I've never seen this before. Never seen anything like this before. I'm seeing, it's crazy. I'm seeing more discourse on my Twitter timeline about Yamato than I am about Giselle, but God, I think it's got to have something to do with this freaking mistranslation or this botched localization. If Fizz did this as a preventative measure to like protect Kubo or some shit, I'm gonna be furious. Cause nah, No. The straw that broke the camel's back with me was when Disney threatened to sue that man for decorating his son's tombstone with Spider-Man stuff. Disney is corrupt like most of Hollywood. Now, here's the thing with Disney Japan. What pissed me off with Disney Japan is they promised this shit wasn't going to happen, that all of us overseas viewers were going to have uncensored content. That's why I'm mad. They broke that promise. Now we have to question what is and us as Bleach viewers, we have to question what is true. And in terms of censor, what is censored and what is not. They broke that trust. I wish it was different. Trust me, I really do. But yeah, they severed that trust that that Bleach fans had with them. There's no way you're gonna have people saying "fuck you, Viz," and trust me, people were already saying "fuck you, Viz." We're gonna use fan translations. I will admit, I'm definitely one of them. I don't like Viz translations. If I can find different translations, I will. That's what I told myself, and I said in my Detective Conan live reaction. I'm not going to use Viz translations for them anymore. No way. I refuse to use Viz localizations for Detective Conan. I can't do it. After they used that fucking anime localization names for Detective Conan, no, it's not happening. I really wish Shueisha, I've said this many a times, I really wish fucking Shueisha would just wise up and just have their own localizations for Manga Plus, separate localizations for Manga Plus. Shikaka-kan, I wish they would do the same thing. Have their own fucking localizations in a separate app. Because fan translations are, manga readers at least have fan translations. Anime fans are just going to say, fuck you, Viz. We are going to use fan subs. We ain't going to deal with this. We ain't going to watch censored content. I'm guessing fan subbers are going to step the fuck up and say, screw you, we ain't watching this. We are going to sail the high seas and have an accurate translation. We are not going to watch censored content. You broke the trust. We're going to fuck you and your Blu-rays. We're going to order the Japanese Blu-rays instead. Because that will at least probably have an accurate translation. So tired of this. I'm so tired of this. All we want is freaking accurate translations and accurate content. We can't get that. And this is doing the dumbest thing. And again, I got to thank James Hansen for posting accurate translations to compare to the Japanese translation, the actual Japanese version, and comparing it to the international version, because now we know that they censored it. And the fact that they got the Seiryu to record it, that's what is just baffling me. I can't believe this. Whoever thought this was a good idea should be fired. You said it because Viz said, I remember an interview, this was like a while ago, they were saying they were investing in anime. Motherfucker, you're not investing in anime if you're releasing censored content. That's not investing in anime. No, that's pissing off your customer base, you dumbass. Fucking idiots, man. Would you read my stories on your channel if I were to send you my stories? Write about horror and action stuff like that. Well, is it like manga or is it manhwa? What kind of depends on what kind of stories we're talking here, because I do cover fan series. I cover Dragon Ball Kakame, so Hollywood is fucking crazy, but like this is a whole different beast. We already have to deal with bullshit censorship. Well, the censor. To be fair, in regards to censorship in general with anime, um, I want to debunk that. Let me debunk that. The thing is the stuff that Crunchyroll and I think Netflix gets it too, if I remember correctly. But I know this is what Crunchyroll and High Dive get. They license the Japanese broadcast version, so that's why you'll see censored content there. But there's no reason for the translations to be censored. None. None. No reason for it. That's just bad localizations. In regards to uncensored content during the first simulcast, what needs to happen is there has to be, like, for example, like Redo of Healer and Peter Grill. There has to be a separate version of it and an uncensored version that the companies like Crunchyroll and High Dive license. So that's why you will have censored anime until after the Blu-rays come out. Hopefully that makes sense. But that's why we're not seeing like content like the stuff with Orihime's titties and Yorichi. And I said it earlier, it's probably because of Japanese broadcast regulations. So that makes sense. But like this other shit, nah. This shit is different. What Viz did is completely different than what we're used to seeing. But yeah, what Hollywood is doing is just pure insanity. And I said this earlier as well. I asked my my Aniplex insider, my director friend. He said that Japan don't even give a shit about the strikes, which I just think is funny. I still think it's funny. Kitty thinks it's silly. Right, Kitty? Yeah, Kitty's just being Kitty. You're just being a nappy kitty. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything else in regards to Bleach. I think I got everything for Bleach. But yeah, let me sum everything up because I'm getting hungry and I've been on here for 2.5 hours and I don't think I've gotten donations. So let me just sum everything up here in a sec. Okay, so let's see. Well, the thing is, in terms of stuff I cover, I cover manga and manga. So if it's like a book, I'd have to do. I don't have time to do book. I used to have time to do book discussions. I don't have time because I have a backlog of books I'd love to read and discuss, but I don't have time to do that anymore. I'm taking out a whole chunk of time to. I'm taking out like 2.5 hours more time than I thought I was going to. 2.5 hours to talk about Bleach. If I had time to do book talks again, I probably would. But I can't, unfortunately, not right now. There's light novel. I would love to cover light novels, but damn, I can't. Manga, the reason why I cover manga and manga, and that's why I started covering Bleach, is because it took forever to, because I originally was a booktubing channel, but it took forever to get prep work done for books. And I think it was Proto Mario that told me this at the time. Yeah, Proto Mario was like, you need to get content up every day. I'm like, well, I can't get book content up every day. Why don't I just go and just start covering manga? And that's what I did. So if you have speaking of, if there's a specific manga series you want me to cover, just let me know in Discord. In terms of manga, it's got to be ongoing. I can't be a completed series. No, it's got to be ongoing and not in its final arc. Same with manhwa. It's got to be ongoing. It can't be completed or in its final arc. And donations will have me prioritize it. Right now, I'm reading. I think I'm almost caught up with it. Let me just make sure I'm where I'm at with Tempuru. I think I'm like, as of this recording, I'm like about 14 chapters away from being caught up with Tempuru. No one can live on loneliness, and then I will choose which series I'm going to cover next. So if you want me to choose, if you have a series you want me to cover, donations will always be welcome, and that will help me choose which series I'm going to read next. It always will. And I'm behind. Oh God, I'm so behind on series I already cover too. Oh God. Like I got Shield here. I still got to cover series from this morning, but Bleach was my main priority because of today's episode being the big episode. Today, for example, there's a chapter of Rising of the Shield Hero. I'm behind on multiple chapters of Handsome Must Die and Service Wars and Tokyo Underworld, which the mangaka follows me and retweets my content. So I probably should cover that today, but I don't know if I'll get to it because I'm really hungry right now. I'm lucky I got Ranko Nahashi done. I think that's mainly the stuff I need to cover today, right? I think that's mainly. Oh, and then later today we got the greatness that Sherry's love is 8 meters tall. Oh, I can't wait to cover Sherry. Oh, that manga is amazing. That is pure waifu manga. Oh my god. But I'm very curious what you guys think of this episode. I'm overall, in terms of writing, I'm very pleased with the writing and the pacing of this week's episode. It's definitely one of the better ones. As I said, like this could have been an episode where they could have changed the events of the manga, and I would have been fine with it. But it is in the order of the manga, and I like the setup for Byakuya's fight. I'm hoping we're going to get to see the Byakuya fight against Candace, and Robert. That was off screen in the manga, because otherwise we won't get to see any content, and that will suck. But it looks like next week it's going to be the rest of the Mayuri zombie content, and then it's going to transition into the Byakuya content. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to get, is just those two fights, which will be fantastic if it's animated right. But something I want for those fights is I want it to be creepy. Like I want some of that remember the Asna art and animation? I want that up in here. I want it to be creepy as fuck. I'll be sad if we don't get the creepy art and animation next week. Oh, the potential there. Oh, I want it to be creepy. Especially, you know where it really needs to be creepy, and I just realized this, is with remember Hitsugaya when he gets the medication from, or gets the drug from Mayuri, and it affects his memory? Oh, I want that to be pure nightmare fuel. Give me that nightmare fuel. I will be happy. That's what I want. I want pure nightmare fuel from Hitsugaya. That's what I need. I want it to be pure nightmare fuel between Mayuri and Hitsugaya. It would have been nice to have some nightmare fuel this week, but man, if I get pure nightmare fuel next week, that will make up for the lack of it this week. Oh my God, I better get Nightmare Fuel. And I do want that gothic realness in terms of the soundtrack. I want that gothic rock. With the choir and everything. Oh, that would be amazing if the soundtrack is done right. Oh my God, it will be amazing. Oh my God, in the transition we would get for Liato when she eats Pepe. Oh my God, I could just picture it. It will be sick. I really want Sakuga next week. I want creepy Sakuga. I want it to, as I said, I want Nightmare Fuel. I want it to be creepy as fuck. I'm hoping you guys would like to are thinking the same thing that I am, where we need the creepy ass Nightmare Fuel going on, especially for Mayuri. Oh my God, I want the Azar animation for fucking Mayuri's fight. Oh, I need it. 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 But man, that just that fucking censorship, man. If we have any updates in regards to that, we will just keep an eye on my Twitter. We will update it. We will update the Twitter threads that we have going on that, and maybe we'll make a video on it. But anyways, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me and my kitties alive and kicking, and our operation alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more coverage. If there are any specific live streams you want us to do, whether it be, apparently people want me to do fantasy football live streams again. Well, that required that. I want to, but goddamn, I have so much. Sundays are like the worst for me. I have so much content to well, I'd have to cover as much content as I can before 10 o'clock. Oh God, I have so much content to cover before 10 o'clock. Oh God. But if you want those kinds of, especially if you want me to do a fantasy football stream, that requires donations, period. Seriously, if you want a fantasy football stream, you gotta donate. I need to have donations for that, period, because I have so much to do on Sunday mornings. But anyways, and the best ways you could donate are, of course, I know I miss Soto Sports too. But yes, donate to either my Cash App or my PayPal. Especially those two, that will be the easiest ways to donate. Those are in the description box below. Also, make sure to follow us on Twitter and Twitch, and also the Discord is awesome. I'm very active on Discord now. Those links are in the description box below as well. And until next time, I will be seeing you later. I'm gonna go grab something to eat. I'm starving. Bye.